Before we get into the highlights of the Nate Diaz versus Jorge Masvidal fight, let's talk about it. The anticipation is through the roof as these two seasoned warriors prepare to square off. Nate Diaz, known for his relentless cardio and gritty fighting style, is no stranger to high-stakes battles. He comes into this bout looking to cement his legacy even further. Standing across from him is Jorge Masvidal, a versatile and dangerous opponent. With his punching prowess and ability to end fights spectacularly, Masvidal poses a significant threat to Diaz. The odds are tight for this clash, with sportsbooks giving Masvidal a slight edge as the favorite at 160, while Diaz is the underdog at plus 140. Both fighters have a lot to prove, and fans can expect a war from start to finish. Will Diaz's endurance outshine Masvidal's knockout power? Round 1 is interesting. Right out of the gate, we see Jorge comes out in southpaw stance. Both guys are throwing wide and loopy punches. It is a pretty active round, with Diaz being the more active fighter. He wins the round. We move to round 2. Masvidal lands two big straight left hands early. It is a Jorge round in my opinion, as he landed bigger punches. I have it 1-1. In round 3, Jorge comes out and lands a solid combination as Diaz bounces off the ropes. There is nothing on the punches coming from Diaz in those big boxing gloves. It is another round where I chose power over volume. It is 2-1 for Jorge. Round 4 starts, and it is interesting to note that Jorge is still in the southpaw stance. He is an orthodox fighter. Jorge landed bigger combinations, put Diaz through more punches. Still favoring the power puncher, it is 3-1 for Jorge. In round 5, we see Jorge briefly switch to orthodox to throw a hard overhand right. He then jumped right back to southpaw. Masvidal hits Diaz to the body well in round 5. I scored it for Jorge, 4-1. As we enter round 6, it appears that both fighters seem to be slowing down. Diaz is still throwing arm punches, and he is throwing a lot of them. Jorge was able to steal the round late by landed several huge big shots. I got it 5-1 for Jorge. Round 7 starts with Jorge picking his shots, waiting for openings. When he throws and lands, they are the cleaner shots. Most of the volume coming from Diaz is blocked or deflected. I did score round 7 for Diaz, as the volume seemed to be more effective in this round. I have it 5-2 for Masvidal entering round 8. I think it is clear that we are not going to see a knockout. Both guys are chin-tested, and I do not see any big punches coming from either guy at this point. I have it 6-2 for Jorge. In round 9, we still have Masvidal in southpaw stance. I am wondering if there was an injury to the hand leading up to the fight. Jorge looks exhausted as Diaz throws endless punches. I ended up give Diaz round 9, making it 6-3 for Jorge. We enter the final round. Both guys come out throwing endless punches. I scored round 10 for Diaz. I scored it 6-4 for Jorge. We go to the scorecards. For a majority decision, the judges scored it. One card even, one card 97-93, and the other card 98-92, both for Diaz. Diaz is the winner.